세러데이 쇼다운 T1 대 KT 롤스터.
Interesting one. It's weird because they have such a heavy AP topside that only AD threat is the Senna, and Rascal's locking in Malphite? What? This is a champion who likes to build armor, and you're against triple AP topsides, which is... I mean, okay, so on the one hand, I get you need engage, right? You need engage against this composition of Genji that outranges you. I also know that Rascal loves Malphite.
Well, let's see how game number 1 goes and see if everything pans out the way we expect it. Let's hop onto the Rift.
Rat character.
Yeah. So Kennen is a Yordle.
Oh yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, not actually. Yeah, you might be thinking of Pikachu. Actually, they're different.
Oh right. Wait, this isn't. Oh, I got completely mixed up. Different franchises.
Yeah. It's okay. It's understandable. Kennen does look very much like Pikachu.
There we go. There's the wagon wheel, and he only took 4 autos in return.
So Chovy early on, especially in the level 2 Corki, is not going to have a very fun time.
Yeah, he's not ready to fully commit to the bit.
Well, Sponge is on a ward here, and they did play this very discreetly, but now Yehu's doing a good job of pushing him away. Nearly eats that second spear, does Yehu, but he is fine.
Too much setup for the Nidalee spears. Oh, bit of an engage.
Yeah, Pletta's going in there, but now he's just going to get rooted up. Hayes is pretty low himself, trying to just run this one off, and he will be able to.
Yeah. Sponge is very low.
Sponge is taking a lot of damage. Also, the strike from the air, and now the Kennen goes in, and immediately they both get stunned up. Rascal gonna ult away, and still gets hit by the spear after the flash. No way! Oh, that is so unfortunate for him. Yehu also gonna try to flash away, but Keen is here. If he hits a Q, not quite gonna happen. The minion's coming in, potentially saving his life, and that is 2 kills. There was that game where he didn't ult in the one time, so I guess it's better. The stun is going to hit, and the spear will hit as well. Rascal doesn't even have his ult back, so he's just dead. Yeah,
and now Malphite can just build a lot of magic resist, which he loves to do. I don't know if you know this, but his abilities scale. They scale with a defensive stat. I'm not sure which one it is.
Must be magic resist. Well, Keen is in a lot of trouble here, but can Sponge do enough damage is really the question. Looks like, yeah, the auto will get it done.
The red buff's so broken.
I think Keen ulted the wave.
Maybe.
So, yeah, he didn't have it for when the Taliyah was there. Here comes Canyon and Chovy and Pays and Lehens to deal with Yehu, who is very dead and was going for a gank in the bottom river. So Genji, they lose the cannon, but they get the kill, and they're going to get this dragon too.
You know, I don't know what I expected.
And now Pays in a bit of trouble. Does have cleanse and flash himself. We'll see if he uses it. There's the cleanse. Now he's going to flash, and he does actually get away.
Yeah, it's unfortunate Plata didn't have level 6 yet, so now has it. As I'm saying that, would have been able to follow up after the flash. The stun would have been reduced with cleanse, but maybe could have been enough for them to get the kill. Regardless, they get sums from Pays, so that's something.
Okay, gonna stop the back. You know, we have a lot of variety in there, which is nice.
Oh, there's a sneaky Sponge.
Sneaky Sponge, sneaky Canyon as well, but the full combo on a Keen as the spear is gonna hit Sponge. The stun finally gets in there, and Rascal desperate to kill Keen, and at least he'll be able to do that, but nobody on the Rift can deal with Canyon, who now has 5 kills 11 minutes into the game. Yeah. I would assume so.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's going in. Here he goes.
Immediately into the second tower.
Now, Rascal will dodge it, but that's a full charge into the inner turret here, and you've got 3 people. I mean, down goes the turret, and now you're looking at maybe a kill here on a Rascal, although he does have ult and flash, and there's the flash. Just gonna elect to use that instead. That spear is gonna hit Plata, and he immediately scratches the back of his head. We're getting another charge in top lane.
Oh, wait, he's trying to...
Oh, wait, Canyon, wait, wait. What happened? Okay, well...
Wait, Rascal still has ult, but he's...
Okay.
It's not the...
Take it away, Ox.
It's not the...
Break it down.
It's so difficult to actually find a good engage. You need a bit...
Oh, no, Plata.
Well,
that's a good flash, but Yeah, he's just not getting out of here as the root comes down. Chovy gonna take that kill away. He says, Canyon, you've had enough. Give me one.
Yeah.
And they're just pretty naturally taking these turrets down. Sponge says, okay, we got to get something going, but here comes Rascal. He is going to ult in, but Chovy just flashes away. And now Rascal in a rough spot. The not ult comes down as this tanky Rascal still going to bite the dust, and the rest of the damage comes in. Nobody else very tanky here on the side of DRX just yet.
Yeah, I think finding an angle to punish Chovy before his flashes back up is ideal. Dragon's up at 20 seconds. This is risky, though, because giving up the Dragon is obviously not ideal, but if you lose a fight at this Dragon where you are nowhere near, you don't have control, you don't have vision, you risk giving up the Baron as well, and it looks like they're just going to try and bully Rascal. He's going to try and ult Keen, and he's going to die for it. Yeah,
there it is. The Kaisa goes in, but immediately the ambush comes down from Gen G, and both of them are just going to be torn to shreds. That's a double kill for Keen. Some extra assists over to Canyon, and a nice setup play here from Gen G.
Yeah, Keen did a great job as the little worm on the end of the hook. Perfect bait, and Hayes and Canyon there to follow up. They're going to take the inhibitor.
Are they going to try to end?
Do they go further? You know, T1 stole their fastest game record.
Yeah, they absolutely did. That was 21 minutes and 8 seconds. So, oh, the hook is beautiful from Lahens behind the turret, and they're just going for it as the damage is insane. Sponge is dead. Down should go this turret, but only 4 members left here, 3 members left on the side of DRX, and yeah, they're just going for Yehu as Canyon flashes in, assassinates him, and down will go Rascal as well. That will do it for game number 1 as Gen G absolutely decimate DRX here in the span of 20 minutes and 45 seconds. There just wasn't enough time to do anything else. I mean,
wasn't enough Nexuses.
Yeah.
You know? I'm
throwing them all out.
He won't pick it again this split.
And Keen's going to play Cassante. That's not a big surprise either.
No, not really too much shocking coming out of these later picks. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Gen G has the edge in draft. Any day, you know, someone could be having a holiday in Korea showing up, so
absolutely.
Let's see it.
Well, guys, we're ready for game number 2. Let's hop into the Rift right now. Well, that's fine. Lahens, though, is pushing in here, and, I mean...
Oh, Teddy, 2 Qs, they do see them. Very hard to fight a Karthus level 1, though, so I guess they just let Canyon take those camps.
Yeah, I guess it's just going to be vertical jungling, potentially, unless Canyon wants to be really cheeky and go up to his north side jungle.
I think it really comes down to who has mid-prio.
Yeah. Mid lane, it's kind of like that. A lot of people say it's, you know, essentially boring just because it's like, well, you're playing very similar champs, you're doing the same thing, you're kind of just pushing lane and trying to get prio, but it's just so important that even though there's not a lot of gameplay per se, it still matters quite a whole lot. As Canyon here, he is on a ward.
They're gonna hit level 2 soon. Okay, level 2, not an easy gank. They might actually look to punish. He's on the ward, so...
It's gonna hit 3. And yeah, the flash comes in, and Canyon is going to flash away. Ignite is ticking, but oh, the Q is going to miss. And meanwhile, the double lane comes over. Pays in the hands. That is first blood to Zeri. Not exactly a Zeri moment, but yeah, it's a bit of an issue for sure. And you see that Sponge is trying to get aggressive. Yehu trying to make some plays in mid. Hits level 6 first, and we'll try to chunk out Chovy. Unfortunately, Yehu himself also took a bit of damage. Here comes Sponge. Trying to seal this away with the plant, and not quite going to be able to, as it looks like all of those but one, I think, did go over to Canyon.
Don't do the grubs. Leave them alone.
There's also a Scuttle Crab around here. Looks like maybe they'll back away and go for that. Lahens is going up, and we got everybody going up. Hayes also coming up here. The Impale does come in, only going to hit the Karthus as the Keen, he was unstoppable. Yehu in a lot of trouble as he burns down. Pace going to get that kill. Now he's going to pick up potentially a second. No, that will go over to Chovy as Canyon, not level 6, and he will die, so at least they trade that one back. But now the hook looking to come out here from Lahens. He is not going to hit it as Pleta just goes for the straight line play. Just walk away.
Will it ever end?
Not sure. Well, the root is going to come down. Rascal trying to get in there, but Keen going to show himself. And Sponge is making a real case saying, okay, we I can win this 1v1, and I've got Rascal coming down, so he does push Canyon away for that objective. So that should be some grubs going over to the side of DRX. At least the one.
Is one. Well, one of them so far. Oh, Canyon has ult now. That's a little bit scary. That's a lot of bit scary.
It's definitely pretty scary as he tries to get in there, gets a grub. And now Pleta did have flash, but not going to overcommit to this one. Second grub will go over to DRX. So a lot of skirmishing, a lot of back and forth trading, but Gen.G elect to not overstay their welcome. Now, Canyon and his team, Chovy and Lehens here, coming in to invade as Canyon says, no, this part of the jungle is also mine. Lehens waiting.
No. He has to back away, right? No?
No, just going to wait until he comes into the bush. Sponge in a bit of trouble, does throw out the ult himself, is now Ignite, and a couple of Qs are going to land, and Canyon... Requiem? No?
They can collapse on this, surely. Grubs. And just grubs all day.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a bit of a rough moment as Rascal is going to be pulled onto the turret and just dies solo here in the 1v1 against Keen, who perfectly times it and takes him down.
Yep, gets the max charge W.
다 잡은 것 같은데.
I think I got him.
I think he's right.
And that's all he has to say.
Nothing more to be said.
Sponge just found a Zeri in the jungle and the Karthus ult to help out as Sponge not dead yet.
Oh!
It's actually Pace who goes down, baited by what he thought was a free kill.
The good news, they killed Paze and they saved their jungler. The bad news, Pleta got the kill. So, not ideal, but still a pretty big win. And they burnt Karthus ult for that as well. It looked like a surefire thing, but
yeah,
Pleta with a good disengage.
Bit of an issue here for Rascal as now he's just gonna pull the Cassante in, but the knockup comes in from the Q3. Rascal has to flash away.
Suggestion? I don't think that was it. Oh, we get the Paze point of view.
뭐야 안 죽냐? 저래.
He's not dead.
이게 안 죽네? 레리 바로 안 돼.
Against two, not a lot of help to keep that turret alive. It's not going to be 5 plates at least, as Lehens in a little bit of an awkward spot here. Just going to hook on in and die. Okay, well, he's dead. Said, no, I don't want to flash away. I will just die instead.
I mean, Hextech's already gone. Mountain would be a pain. Infernal would be bad.
Infernal.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
And Keen's going in there. It's 1v2 right now. You see that nobody's really able to get in the Rift Herald, but it's still going to get a charge down. Pleta also here. The eye hit. And Keen, he's still going in. The Zyra ultimate doesn't do anything. He's not even near those plants as Keen will go down, but he still is able to set up Canyon for the kill.
Even Cassante with an Infernal Soul.
Yeah, I think he's the best, actually.
He is the best champion that ever championed.
If you give him extra damage on top of everything...
Yeah, he's already tanky, so you just add that extra damage.
Look at this play.
Oh, this is big.
Yeah, I think Lehens is definitely dead. Well, let's see if he can somehow get out of here. They're just going to take the free kill on the Lehens. Definitely a good call. And even Pay's going to be run down here, forced to flash away. That's a good trade.
Yeah, and I'm going to ask, what did Lehens say to DRX? You know, which isn't saying much, but it is going a lot better than game one.
All right, here's the engage. No flash for Pace. He is dead. And now we're just diving the turret anyway. Sponge going to go down. But a big ult and some damage put into them. But Keen, he is still Cassante, so they're not going to follow up on that one.
Man, Pleta is so good. I just feel like he always has such a good eye for these engages. They knew that flash was down from Pace, punish it so swiftly. And now maybe they're looking towards the split team one. They're looking at Lehens.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He will flash this time as now the TP's coming in. Was it just a bait all along? Is Paze also chovying, or is he pazing?
You know what's the thing? Is Yehu's farm actually looks so bad in comparison, but his...
Well, he'll get that Warmogs eventually, and then he'll be okay. You know who's already got Warmogs? It's Pleta. And he's looking to make another play here once again. It looks like Keen also trying to frontline for the team. And they're trying to make a play here on this Infernal Drake. And he's really trying to push the envelope.
That one didn't do as much damage.
It did to the air molecules. You just didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, not visible to the human eye,
yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, they've actually forced them out with this poke. see if they can find a good angle here. Platy needs his Warmogs to be available so he can heal up, but they're looking a bit for Keen.
Keen is trying so hard to get them to attack him. As the ult this time is going to miss, and the smite does go over to Canyon anyway. The Zyra ultimate doesn't do much. And now Lahen's getting back in there, maybe in a little bit of trouble, does have the Aftershock, but now it is gone. And still on the run, the Impale utilized there, but now a massive ultimate coming out from Canyon.
Oh, man!
And Pleta nearly dies. That will spark the retreat from DRX over to this mid-tier 1, where, you know what, Genji's out of position, and they should be able to get it.
I think you need to lock it, Pleta. I think you need to lock it the Iron Slurry. Man, that damage was insane. That's going to be very hard to deal with. Now Keen, look, oh, Sponge is so dead.
Yeah, Keen's just going to TP in, and Sponge not respecting the TP timer. Now that's the jungle gone, and Genji get a free Baron.
Yep.
So they were doing so well. They were making plays. They were setting up for Dragon. Teddy was poking. There was so much work done up to a certain point. And then Keen teleports in, gets one pick, and Genji are going to win the game anyway. You know, sometimes like bots in League of Legends will just run in a straight line to get to their destination. That's what it looks like Keen was doing there to go hit the turret. In terms of the poke, you've got this Corki, and uh-oh, Teddy, will he live? The Seri ultimate on top of it just to make sure. And that'll be the end of Teddy. True. Well, this Baron push, the Red Bull Baron power play, looks like the TP is going to come in. They do want to punish this.
And he does have ult this time.
Canyon doesn't have his. Pace is like, all right, guys, see you later. I'm getting out of here. Although, he will be stopped, and now a rock to the face. The Impale will be missed, as this front line, though, is being torn to shreds. And Keen in a bit of an issue. Oh, no! Yahoo gonna go down amidst it all. Somehow Keen got that kill. The Infernal Soul, the poke damage, it hasn't really hit DRX yet, but it's because they're playing so safe, they're not really in a position to get hit by much. And that just means that they don't really have a good way to get vision down. They don't have a good way to push into the jungle at this point in time.
Yahoo's solo defending. Rascal loses a lot of health for that attempt there.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
It's back. And, you know, some shield's going to come down.
Yeah, that feels more significant. And now they're doing Baron, and they can't contest because they're low on health, so...
If he had Locket, could they have contested?
They'll have much better chances, yes.
Yeah, well, Keen, he's going to have Pace come over, actually, to help him out. But if he was alone...
Well, they're going Baron. And it's hard to do when flashes are up for both the carries of Genji. I say both the carries, all three of the carries. There is
yeah, Pace dashed in.
4 carries. Keen is also a carry.
What about Lahen's?
Not this game.
Oh.
This is the bully Lahen's game.
Yeah, it's true. Pace dashed in, took half his health bar and damage, but still he did...
It's almost up, it's almost up! Oh, get back the base, Sponge.
He's going to use it right away, right?
I don't know, because he would have used it there to kill Sponge.
I feel like you might as well just to secure 3 inhibitors, but I guess...
Can you say yes to secure 3 inhibitors?
That's the real reason. Pace is going to just dash out of that. Skarner not very good. And now he's going to use it. He's going for the kills, and he will take down the Zyra. And that will be the end of the game. He gets 2. Penta angle available right now for Canyon. We know that Genji love their penta kills.
Nobody's recalling. He doesn't want to give him a penta. He's not.
Canyon almost died, actually.
Oh, no, he was getting the package.
Taking a bunch of turret shots. Yeah, the package, of course. In this day and age. Keen is like, no, don't leave me out. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the game, guys. 31 minutes. Genji get the job done. 2-0. Might have helped. Not sure.
You know what it is? It is just those 3 ults in a row. He just snipes the highest damage.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Canyon on the side of Genji, who continue their winning streak without dropping a game. Congratulations! Now, once again, Genji scores another victory for the 6th consecutive win. And you were the unanimous player of the game in Game 1, so how do you feel? Just very happy that we were able to win so cleanly, especially in Game 1. I'm glad that I got the POG today. And in Game 1, Canyon, the Zyra ban led up to your Nidalee pick, followed by midway and top 80 Kennen from your team. This comp looked like such a Gen G specialty, so how was the drafting process? So when we were trying to pick mid and top, we looked at the enemy comp. And Keen and Chovy, they were just discussing what would be the best option, and we just ended up with those picks. And as expected, from the Nidalee skin haver, your Nidalee gameplay was on point. At 11 minutes, your KDA was exactly 501, and you created a 4,000 global gold difference. So how influential can you be? I feel like it all happened in the mid lane when we were able to snowball, and we also were able to win that team fight in the Void Grubs team fight. So I think that's why we were able to get such a dominating win. And now your Nidalee in the LCK alone has 21 wins and 6 losses. And surely there has to be some limitations on stage, but how is Canyon's Nidalee so different? I feel like, yeah, there are some risks with playing Nidalee, but because of how well my teammates support me, I think that's what allows me and enables me to play so well on Nidalee. And Canyon in game 1, it was 21 minutes and 49 seconds, a new record for the fastest game. And Gen G has already reset this record 3 times, so why are you ending the game so fast? I feel like once we snowball the game, we do continue to snowball it so that we can end the game really fast. But also the meta has to do with it as well. I think the meta is what allows us to end the game so fast. So, do you have any intention to finish the game even faster in the future? Yeah, I feel like now that you talk about it, now that you mention it, I do want to try ending the game faster next time. And in game 2, we got a Zyra versus Karthus, a matchup of 2 fast-clearing junglers. And the usual pathing could have put more pressure on your bot lane, but you started from the enemy jungle, which was so smart. And it looks like Helios, he was just so impressed by your decision making. So how did you come up with this pathing? You know, Karthus is really strong early, and I believe that even if I invade the enemy jungle, I knew that I would be able to win. And yeah, in level 3, I flashed really late, which was very risky. I almost died, but I think I got really lucky at that point. And Canyon, your Zyra, Nidalee, and Karthus are absolutely unstoppable. And in the AP jungle meta, how much presence and contribution do you think you made? I feel like, yeah, I'm definitely way ahead of the game. I just want to make sure that since everything is bound to change, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to keep myself in check always. And with Gen G displaying such a destructive force, it looks like no one can stand a chance. So who does Gen G consider as a worthy rival at the moment? I believe that as long as we play well, anyone is a defeatable opponent, so we always have to make sure that we put in our best. And next week in the Saudi Arabia Esports World Cup, Gen G and T1 will represent the LCK. With your fans looking forward to your success, what are your goals? Yeah, we'll be at EWC next week. I know that we will be playing on a different patch, and I want to make sure that we adapt fast and make sure we take it home. And that's the end of the interview from Canyon of Gen G. Happy birthday, Jisan, and back to the space. Thank you.